Del Mar and Scott BR on the Mighty 1090, 5:21 in the afternoon. North County, San Diego, tune in. This is what happens when you have a kid stay home from school and not leave and go to Oregon or USC, which would be close by, but not leaving to go to Notre Dame or Florida State. There's a kid staying home, Billy Ray, and trying to help build the local program.
Absolutely.
And it's what we talked to Nico Saragusa, one of their really decorated preseason, everybody's All-American offensive lineman. Nico Saragusa from Chula Vista was like, my whole life I wanted to go to San Diego State.
Yeah.
And this year's team, this could make kids now who are 10, 11, 12, or maybe they're a senior in high school.
Yep.
This could be the San Diego State team that makes every other future recruit want to stay home and go to San Diego State.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the quarterback of the team. Here's Christian Chapman, the starting quarterback of the Aztecs, back on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. What's up, Christian?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Just getting ready for season. It's going to be a big one.
Yeah, well, tell us, how's the preseason training camp gone?
A lot of improvement I've seen over camp. We're getting a lot better, a lot more consistent, and the new guys are coming along. They're learning their plays, and we just keep getting better every day.
Give us a name of one of your wide receivers and hopefully a new guy that is going to just take the field by storm and surprise everybody.
I got Quest. He's a new JC transfer receiver. He's really done a lot of great things for us. He looks good. He knows the offense pretty well, and he's been making plays all camp.
And so, okay, so you've given us the name of a new wide receiver that came from a JC. Just go ahead and start, kind of position by position. How's your O-line look? How are they doing?
Looking good. We lost some big guys last year, and then the guys filling in are doing great. We got Quaid back, we got Nico back, a great person, and then we got Beto, got a guy like that, and they're looking great. We'll just keep building and just slowly molding together, and we're starting to get it.
For you, well, Christian, for you, what is different? Last year you went into training camp and you weren't projected to be the starter. I'm curious, how different of a player are you last year to this year other than you got to play at the end of the season?
I feel a lot more confident with the offense. Coming off last year, being able to play the games I did and having the same offense coming this year, I feel so much more confident and learning the offense and being able to go out there and execute, knowing exactly what everyone's doing and knowing exactly what defense we're trying to go after.
This would be a good year, though, for Christian Chapman because, Billy Ray, not only do you have a veteran offensive line, not only do you have a Heisman Trophy candidate at running back and a coach that wants to run the football, you've obviously added some pieces to the passing game. But for a quarterback who's you're in your third year, right?
Yes, sir.
But your second year of playing eligibility?
Yep.
I mean, nobody's saying, hey, kid, go out and win the game for us this year. This is going to be a year for you to get so comfortable and so become the leader of this team so that next year when Pumphrey's gone and other guys take off, you are really in position to be the leader of this whole program.
Yep. And, I'm just excited. I just want to, every game I want to go out there and just execute and just get this thing rolling. We have high expectations, and we think we can have big things, win another championship, and hopefully get a New Year's Bowl.
And how great is it for you to be doing this basically in your hometown? You're from Carlsbad High.
Oh, I love it. Representing my city, representing my hometown, being able to play for my community, it means a lot to me, especially just see my family and just the community around me, all my friends here. It means the world to me. I'm blessed and happy I went to Sdsu.
And even the Twitter handle is still CBadQB1. So Carlsbad QB1. So never change the Twitter handle. Still a CBad. Is it Lancer?
It's CBadQB1. I can't change it. I've tried to change it. You're not able to change it. I've had that forever, and I don't think I'm going to change it. Some guys from high school still call me that as a little nickname. I think it's funny.
Don't change it.
No, I think you should keep it.
It is cute. CBadQB1.
Yeah, that's funny.
It is cool. It is. Well, hey, let me ask you a question, though. We're talking to Christian Chapman, the quarterback down at San Diego State. When you're at Carlsbad, are you – because right now, if you pick up the newspaper today, they start doing, like, predictions for each conference in high school football around town. Were you guys going into your junior or senior year, were you guys projected to be the number one team in your division, and were you already starting to get noticed by colleges by your junior or senior year?
Yeah, my junior year going into my senior year, we had a lot of returners, and our team looked good, and we were getting noticed. I had some big guys on my team, like Jordan Perez, who went to Stanford, and guys like that. And, yeah, we were big. And in my division, we played Oceanside, who's a powerhouse, too, and, of course, that. So.
Yeah, well, that helps when you get to play teams that are really good with lots of recruits. But I read about this, that you were rated the 39th best quarterback in the state of California, and somebody else had you rated as 73rd. When you're in high school, especially nowadays with all this access to information, were you keeping tabs on where you were rated?
Yeah, a little. I think in high school that a lot of people do that. I mean, I would check in on scouts and whatnot, and check where I'm at and see. Of course, go to the camps, go to the Nike camps, and go to these places and try to get rated and try to get you out there to these big colleges and get noticed.
But how'd you wind up going to San Diego State? Because a 6-foot, 185-pound quarterback doesn't necessarily meet the prototypical height and weight of a major Division I college football program, which San Diego State is trying to become. Mm-hmm. How did that happen?
Colleges, during the recruiting process, they go to local high schools or different high schools, and San Diego State and other colleges went through my high school, and my coach told them, the guys, he believes I can play Division I. And Coach Sipir at the time was the one that went through my high school, and we were working out, and one day he showed up, and I worked out for him, threw for him, and he liked what he saw, and it just went from there.
Wow.
Did he offer on the spot?
He offered later that day. He called my head coach and told him that they were offering me.
And when was this? Was this going into your senior year?
Yes, into my junior year, going into my senior year.
Oh, so this happens all before your senior year of high school?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Near the end of your junior year, most of it.
Wow.
It's a great story.
Anybody else that you considered?
There was a lot of Mountain West schools, Colorado State, San Jose State, but nothing better than staying home playing for your own team.
Well, and nothing better than the way things worked out for you last year. I mean, somebody else's misfortune becomes somebody else's, in this case, your opportunity. And I just would love for you to kind of give us what you were doing all year long to make sure that if and when the opportunity presented itself, you were mentally and physically prepared. Because when you went in last year, whether it was the Mountain West Conference Championship game or the bowl game, I mean, you looked like you were ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Well, all last year, I never prepared like I was the backup. I always was into the film room, into practice, just like I was a starter, getting the same reps, going in with Max, doing the film thing. I never went in thinking I was a backup. I was always preparing like I was going to be able to play or something would happen, and just it happened. And once it happened, of course, you got to be ready. And I was just into the film room like no other, just trying to learn all I could, and it just happened like that.
Boy, that's watching a lot of film right there for a guy that's not the starter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's being prepared, Billy.
Yeah,
Ray.
That's exactly what it is.
And you took advantage of it, and here you are now, the starting quarterback going into your redshirt sophomore year. Christian Chapman from Carlsbad High, the starting quarterback at San Diego State. Christian, we look forward to a great season and look forward to having you back many times. Thank you.
Thanks, Christian.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
CBAD QB1.